Your legal questions answered, and Mike Marion is joining us. We've gotten some questions in from Facebook. We've also gotten some questions in from our website. We'll go ahead and get to our first question. It says, why won't the sheriff enforce custody papers signed by a judge and ordered to be followed by the parents? Isn't that picking and choosing, or is that just being lazy on their part?
Well, it's not being lazy on their part. If you look at it, there is a criminal offense in Texas that says for interference with child custody. And that's if a person retains a child or takes a child in opposition to a court order, then that is a criminal offense. But usually it's the DA's offices that really don't want to take all those cases. Could you imagine how the volume and number of cases, because they brought them back late, they tried to pick them up early, or other issues like that. There's a criminal contempt action that can be filed through the civil courts, and that's usually what the DA's offices want, is they want you to pursue all civil remedies before they pursue the criminal remedy, and that way they only reserve it for the most serious offenders.
All right, our next question. My boyfriend and I have been living together for about a year. Sometimes we tell people we're married. He is still legally married to someone else, but they've been separated for 3 years. A friend recently said something about me and bigamy. What is it, and are we in trouble?
Well, the answer is you could be. Texas, the bigamy law in Texas says that if you're married to more than one person at a time, that's basically what bigamy is. And Texas does recognize common law marriage. So therefore, if a person is legally married to one person and then they purport themselves to be married to another person, or the statute even says if they live together with somebody else acting as though they're married, it may be an offense, and either party could be guilty. So if you know the person you're with is legally married to somebody else, I'm not here to legislate morals or discuss morals or whatever, but whatever you do, don't purport yourself out to be married to that person, because you may be committing an offense.
All right, our last question. I pled guilty in JP court to an assault. Now I'm being told I can't buy a gun. What's going on with that? Well,
there's a federal statute that deals with the domestic violence gun protection ban. It deals with people who are convicted, and what the statute says is anybody that's convicted in any court of a misdemeanor offense of domestic violence is prohibited from being able to possess a gun under federal law. And so because you pled guilty in JP court, that's a misdemeanor. That's any court. If it was domestic violence, then you're prohibited from possessing or owning a firearm. So best advice I can always give is before you plead guilty to anything, make sure you find out what the future ramifications may be. So consult an attorney before you ever plead guilty to anything.
All right, some good advice.